want to welcome everybody to the KaPow Film Festival. We are filming, we're screening Polly Pocket, a great short film. We've got the creators, writers, actress, and producer and director. The writer is an actress, Veronica Maccari, director Maria Corso, and Nicole Campbell, the executive producer. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
For sure. Phenomenal film. Just a really a short film. So many elements you don't see actually in like $100 million Hollywood release. So all the elements are there. So thank you for giving us a great story. That's the main part. Veronica, how did you come up with the idea? Can you tell about the genesis? How did you come up with the idea and put that on paper and actually turn into what it is?
Yeah, I really am inspired by small movies that talk about the intimacy of like the tragedy that is in the intimacy of relationships. So I wanted it to be small but very impactful. So I started to think about, the moments when you have the worst heartbreaks, and it's the smallest moments, I think. And so I just imagined these two best friends, what happens when you don't know if this relationship is something else. And I just asked myself that question, and that just brought a whole other set of questions to answer. And that just seemed an interesting dynamic that I wanted to unpack. And I felt like it was the right story for, a short format, just two people and kind of breaking each other's hearts.
Wow, done so well too. So you wrote this yourself. How long did it take? How long did you take you to write it?
Not long. I tend to kind of binge write. I think it took a week or so. But I always run my scripts to other people. So after I wrote it, I run it by a couple of people. I got notes and I workshopped it. So usually I tend to just focus in and write something pretty fast and then going to rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. So yeah, it wasn't long, but then I just had to, just look at it and fix it. So.
Wonderful start. So then I guess the next thing you met Maria and you talked about her directing the film. How that process, and maybe Maria, can you talk about how you guys met and how you became to the project?
Yeah, it was kind of a chance encounter, to be honest. I was like, I want to make this film, and I need a director. I was calling people left and right, and no one could do it. And I was kind of like, maybe this is not going to happen. And then I was walking down the street in North Hollywood, and there was this market, and I just went just to, go around, see what's up. And Maria was there with her sister, Maria Corso, who's the costume designer of Polly Pocket. And I just started chatting with them, and then we exchanged Instagrams, and I saw that she had director on there, and I was like, what are you doing in May 17th? She was like, maybe nothing. And then we just exchanged information. That was like a month before. It was like April, and she like looked at the script, she liked it, I looked at her stuff, I loved it, so we were like, let's do this. So it was a beautiful, just such an LA meet cute,
Chance encounter, walking down the sidewalk, stopping to a market, and you meet her, and that's by chance, maybe, or maybe divine intervention, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Maria, how do you remember everything that happened? What was the process and the event like for you?
Yeah, I mean, that was like exactly how Veronica said it. It happened. And then I think, from there, I had a meeting with her and Ariana, who's the co-star of this film, and we kind of like chatted everything out. And I tried to sell myself as best as possible to them. And I guess it worked because I had only done one film at that point. So I just had one. Yeah, I'd only had one like first piece that I had done, but I was like, give me a chance and I can do it. I know I can do it. And then from there, I feel like we just like vibed right off the bat, and we kind of saw it the same way right off the bat. And then we were just kind of like, let's do it. And we did it.
Wow. This is your second direct. I would think you're more seasoned. I mean, you did such a good job with that. This being your second job as a director, I think that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know, I just jumped in and did it. It's like instinct,
Wow. Being a director is almost like herding cats or herding drunken cats, and it seemed like it was beautifully directed. Just so many little choices you made just added to it. Wow.
And I will say in the interview when we had our little meeting, Maria was like, I just have to say, I have my producer and she has to come on with me. Like, it's just gonna happen. I'm like, please let her help us.
That's
like,
Nicole, right?
Yeah, and it was Nicole. I was like,
Okay.
she solved all the problems. So
Nicole has been essential to my process since I was 14 years old, 15 years old.
We go way back. We go way
Histories,
back.
wow. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
This might be why I'm good at like wrangling people. We started in the theater when we were like, Nicole was 12 or 13.
12
I
or
was
something, yeah.
15. And so we were theater kids for 8-9 years, and that's how we met, and that's how we knew each other. And she's been my producing partner ever since.
Oh, wow. Wow. So the trip to the market down the sidewalk got you guys together. Then
Yeah.
with Maria came Nicole. It's a box set, so that's great.
Yeah, we're a package deal.
Package. Nicole, how was the so? How'd you hear about this? So you heard the story that I met this girl and she's got this great film. How did everything kind of formulate? Then once you heard what happened after you heard about the project?
Yeah, so, kind of how Veronica and Maria said, they met. It happened very quickly too. So Maria called me and was like, I met this girl, Veronica. She's an actress and writer and she wants to make this short. And I know we were itching at that time to do something else because we did Maria's short the year before that she wrote and directed. And so I knew we were like kind of jumping at the bit to do something new. So we met with Veronica at her apartment like shortly after they met, and we're kind of like, all right, let's do it. And we did it really quick. I don't remember the exact turnaround time, but from the time that we met till we got to set, it was like probably a few weeks, honestly. It was really quick. So we kind of wrangled, crew as fast as we could, people that we knew, people that we just kind of reached out to. Some of Veronica's friends too helped out. So we had people from both ends coming in, and it was good. It was a great experience. And I feel like the energy was really great. And I think that's why people really love the short, is because you could feel that there's a lot of heart behind it, and we all enjoyed making it. So
Everything y'all did really showed on screen, just the little details, the layers and layers. I mean, from the writing, what Veronica did, the script, you got to have a good foundation to build on, and you guys just got a great foundation. You just kept on putting layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. But everything from the set design to the music, it was just like, I'm very proud of what you did. Let's go through the production now part. Okay, you're filming. What was the other actress? Was she? How was she cast? The other actress?
Oh, she was cast without even having a script.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's my best friend. We went to school together in New York, in LA. We've kind of, our paths have always been parallel with whatever we've done. And so actually we had already made a short in college that I wrote. I was the lead in it and she was another actress in it. She was kind of my nemesis. So we knew we wanted to make something else out of college. And yeah, so when I wrote it, I like to give myself a box to play inside of. So I thought, okay, it's going to be one location, under 10 minutes, and it's going to be me and Ariana. What can I make out of this? So like that helps me, like giving myself limitations just opens my creative brain. So she was already a part of it. And I was like, what can she play? What would she want to play? And obviously I played off of our chemistry and our relationship as friends.
The chemistry was intense. It was very good. I don't want to give the plot away, but it was just because I was wondering what's how you got such a good connection, because she was your bestie, so that kind of worked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for Maria and for Nicole, as far as the on set experience for you, I mean, you have this film. What kind of happened during the production? What was the challenges? What was the joys about it? Can you give some a little bit experience of what it was like to be on set and film this?
Maria, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, filming it was, it was a small crew. It was very contained. And Veronica and Ariana just came to set, and I don't think they like missed one line one time. Like it was just like, get the lines down, and like it was so smooth and so like, which I love, because then I can just spend more time like helping them, like, bring out more of their performance, as opposed to like line, okay, let's wait, like line, you know, I mean, they just were so professional right off the bat. And it also made it easier for me to just be like I remember telling Veronica, I was like, this is the closest, we're gonna have a lot of close shots of your face, so get ready because it's gonna be here. Like, it's gonna be really intimate and really tight, and you know, and they just like went for it, and they just like, even when they don't have lines, they were just all there all the time, and I only had to like nudge them a little bit. It was never like, you know, pulling something out of them. It just like came so easily. So I feel like it was just like very smooth sailing throughout.
Right. How about you, Nicole?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, for me, just handling logistically, you know, how is everyone going to get there? Who's going to be the crew? All that stuff. I mean, that had its own challenges like it always does. But I think once we all got onto the set and then everyone was doing their job, it was like pretty seamless, like Maria was saying, especially with Veronica and Ariana. They do have like a really natural chemistry. And when they started going, me and Maria, I remember looking at each other and being like, wow, they're really good. Like, it's super natural. It's not forced. It doesn't feel like they're, you know, reading from a script. It's very seamless. So it made it really easy. And I think just for crew wise on the set too, I think everyone noticed that as well and was excited about how it was going to turn out. And yeah, like Maria said, it was a small crew, a small set, but it was really fun. And I think, you know, everyone had good energy and it showed. And yeah.
How long was the filming? How many days did you film?
It was 2 days, 2 day shoot, right? If I remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Anything particularly happened on set that was like a hurdle or a roadblock, or did you just power through the whole 2 days without any problems at all?
I think we touched on the sound was a bit of an issue. Veronica, you can touch on that if you want.
I have very lively neighbors, and the apartment above mine, because we shot in my apartment, is actually my building manager's apartment, and they have a lot of kids. And at some point we just kept hearing like stomping. I was like, what is going on? And it was a Saturday. And then I just went up there and I was like, hi, what's up? And it was a birthday party for the kids. So I couldn't really like pressure them to chill out. I mean, I tried, I will say, I was like, can you like keep them, you know, chill for a second? And she was like, yeah, it didn't happen. So yeah, that was definitely a challenge where we were like, what are we gonna do? Like, do we have the shots we need? And in post, we realized we just got enough. But I think that's indie filmmaking. You make it work and you make choices around the limitations you have.
Oh, for sure. And I guess you couldn't have sent the Chuck E. Cheese for the day, say, because they were closed.
Yeah.
That wasn't an option.
Exactly.
No, the delightful film. I mean, you tell a story, a short film, a short story, and so much was packed in that, 10, 11 minutes of film. So impressive. This is what makes people like to be good filmmakers, and this is what KaPow is all about, to try to get back to independent filmmaking when it's as good as this, and there's features for all of you. Speaking of which, what's next up for all three? And is there a way to if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to contact you?
I guess I'll start. I'm working on a web series. I've been writing it for a year, and I will be playing the lead again, and I'm planning on co-directing. So that's the big thing that I'm working on now. You know, this was like 8 minutes. This is going to be like 67 minutes. So it's kind of a big jump. And people can find me on Instagram at I am Veronica Maccari. I'm usually pretty good at just updating people on all the things I'm doing. So.
Awesome. Maria, Nicole?
Yeah, I'm currently in post-production on a like documentary poem short for a nonprofit called Words Uncaged. So that should be coming out shortly. And then I'm also going to be doing another PSA for an organization called Engage the Vision coming up. So I have some sort of like nonprofit driven stuff. But yeah, you can find me on my website at mariacorso.com.
Beautiful. And Nicole?
Yeah, I have to say ditto to, to everything Maria said. Like we said earlier, we're kind of a package deal. So we've been continuing to work together and make different projects as well. Currently working on my website that is not complete yet, but you can find my Instagram where I post work at _N_Campbell_. And that's it.
Awesome. Well, y'all ladies have a wonderful film to be proud of. Thank you for being part of KaPow. Good luck with everything else you do, and I'm sure we're going to see you in the future on KaPow and probably, you know, HBO and Paramount and everywhere else.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having
Thank
me.
you.
We all get a KaPow. Woo!
KaPow.
Beautiful. Awesome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank
Cool.
you.